organic chemistry. That is the chemistry which is studying carbon, or organisms containing carbon. And the reason for that is that carbon can make this itself, and with lots of other things, lots of compounds. In 1808 there was Jöns Berzelius, who was studying organisms, and he referred to it with organic chemistry, studying organisms. In 1828 there was Friedrich Wöhler, who was able to make in his laboratory a natural carbon compound, and then it became the study of carbon. And then in 1865 Friedrich Kekulé was dreaming of a snake, and that helped him to come up with the idea how benzene is formed. And the idea is, and how it is that it are 6 carbons and 6 hydrogen. And organic compounds which contain benzene are called aromatics. And one of them is aniline. And that can be used to dye fabric, which is not fading out in the sun. Aliphatic are organic compounds which are carbon but without carbon rings. There's the carbon cycle. Plants are taking carbon dioxide from the air and building themselves out of it. Out of carbon, living things are built. Then the plants can decay, becoming other organic compounds and carbon. The plants can be eaten by animals, and the animals becoming carbon. And they can also be burned. Wood can be burned. And then it becomes also partially carbon dioxide in the air. And when animals or humans are breathing, they are changing organic compounds into organic compounds and carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide is back in the air. And from the air, the carbon dioxide is taken in again to plants. And the plants building themselves again out of carbon, the carbon cycle. There can be isomers. For example, 2-methane propane and butane. And they are both 4 hydrogen and 4 carbon and 10 hydrogen, but differently structured. So by one there's carbon, 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 and 10 hydrogen, but the other one carbon, 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 and then hydrogen. And there can be ethane, that is C2H4, 2 carbon linked with a double bond, and then 2 hydrogen at each of a carbon. And they can react to become polyphene. That is with carbon with a single bond to another carbon, and each of them has 2 carbon. That is CH2 and brackets N. And the N means that can infinitely repeat it. So there can be carbon, 2 hydrogen, carbon, 2 hydrogen, carbon, 2 hydrogen, and so on as far as it goes. And that is used to make plastic. According to Susan McKeever's Science Encyclopedia, written in 1993 on the page 41. But this is no substitute for chemical knowledge. The positions and views expressed are the ones of the source and don't necessarily align with my own or with the ones of the entity spoken of.